Hi, so we are going to draw a picture and we are going to use three colors to start with. I picked out red, yellow, and orange, and I picked out these three colors because they sit next to each other on the color wheel. If you take red and yellow, you can actually see that turns into orange. And so that is why I decided to pick yellow, orange, and red, because they are next to each other on the color wheel. And choosing colors that are next to each other on the color wheel will make a very pleasing picture. I have a couple extra colors over here that we will supplement in the picture at the end, but right now I'm just going to focus on these three colors. And I want you to stop this video and get three colors that you choose, and then we'll start again. Okay, I'm turning this paper over so that way I can have a clean piece of paper. And what we're going to do here is we are going to work with a simple shape called an oval. An oval is a kind of a circle, and this is going to be very simple. I'm going to draw a circle or an oval and then fill it in. And it's okay that my yellow has a little bit of red in it. It's just going to give it texture. We can see that it's mostly yellow. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because what we're doing today, I'm going to switch to the orange now. What we're doing today is called abstract art. And abstract art shows us representations of something that we're drawing. Realistic art shows you realistically what the thing is, right? Like we're, believe it or not, going to draw birds today. And do these look like birds? Right now they look more like bird eggs. But at the end, they'll look kind of like birds, and not exactly like birds, but you'll kind of see that they are bird-like. If it was a realistic art, then you would see exactly, oh, this is a cardinal, or this is a red-winged blackbird, or this is a seagull, or this is an Arctic tern. But today, these are going to be three birds: a yellow bird, an orange bird, and a red bird. Okay, so now here comes the messy part. We're gonna set our oil pastels up here, and we're gonna get our fingers ready to work. And I'm gonna start with the yellow because it's the lightest, and I'm just going to push outwards like this, all the way around. And right now it kind of looks like a sunshine. And I'm just going to keep going out in all different ways until it is, oops, I had some red on me, but that's okay because it just gives it some texture and it makes it look kind of cool, especially with this abstract art. It's going to look very, very cool at the end. All right, I think that looks good for right now. I'm going to do it to the orange one, and I have a little bit of yellow on my finger when I start to do the same thing to the orange one, but that's okay because again, it just gives it some different kinds of texture. To me, even though I'm not drawing bird wings, going like this gives the impression of bird wings, right? It gives the impression of feathers coming out here, and it's not exactly it, but as we do this, you'll see, oh yeah, it kind of looks like a bird with that abstract art. And now for the red, we can call this one a cardinal, even though it won't look exactly like a cardinal, but it'll be red. Look at these feathers coming out here. All right, that looks pretty good to me. So you can see, we're going to take a pause really quick. Our circles don't look exactly circular anymore. They look, you can see the oval shape, but then the feathers going out every which way. Now, to make them look like a bird, what we're going to do is we're going to take the black and we're going to make a beak, and we're going to make 2 eyes, and we're going to make some feet. Okay, so this is tricky, but it's not too tricky. This is the top of my paper, and I'm just going to make 2 circles, 2 dots really, for eyes. On each bird gets 2 eyes and 2 eyes. And then I'm going to give it a beak. And for the beak, I'm just going to make a V, like that. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Now it looks like smiley happy birds. The birds though, the other thing we're gonna do, so everyone knows they're birds and not blobs, we're gonna give them feet. And birds have 3 talons on their feet. So we're gonna make a leg and 1, 2, 3. Leg, 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 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna set my black down. So you can see my legs, they're different sizes. They're kind of going different directions. They don't exactly connect right here, but that's okay because this is abstract art. And people can see now, oh, these look kind of like birds with their feet. To make it really representational though, or to make it, I'm sorry, this is abstract, but so people know exactly what they are, we're gonna put our birds in a tree. So I'm gonna pick up the brown now, and I'm gonna make 1 line at the bottom of here for the birds to sit on. So right now that looks more like a telephone wire than a branch, and so I'm gonna make a second line underneath it. It doesn't have to be straight, right? Like let's say if I make a squiggly line, that looks more like a branch anyway. And we color that in very lightly. And then we're gonna put this branch on a tree. So I'm gonna put a line up that way and a line down. And I'll just, make a second line so we can see the other part of the tree trunk and color that in. Now if we pause here, if you showed this to someone, they would see, oh, here's a tree with a branch, and there are 3 birds, yellow, orange, and red, on top of this tree branch. And now what we're gonna do is take the green just to make some extra flourish, and we're just gonna make some circles of leaves wherever we want to add some color. We can make different kinds of leaves, straight ones, circle ones, just to add a little bit of color so people know, oh yeah, that is a tree. So this right here is our abstract art of 3 birds. We don't know what kind of birds they are other than yellow, orange, and red. 3 birds on a tree, and you can kind of see that's a tree. You can kind of see those are birds, and you didn't have to be very super precise because it's not realistic art, it's abstract art, but yet this is the kind of thing that is just so pretty and you can hang on your wall or put in your scrapbook and keep practicing to even get better and better at abstract art. I hope you enjoyed this, and we will have more abstract art later. Bye.